Power comes to mind as another of the Stanza's attributes. With 138 horses, there are few cars in its price class that come close. And that power comes from the same engine we first saw in Nissan's 240 SX. The 2.4-liter four-cylinder uses a 3-valve per cylinder design. Though a bit noisier than some other four-cylinders we're acquainted with, vibration is minimal and power develops smoothly. Underhood appearance is also better than in past Nissans. Outside appearance, however, is another matter. While many of the world's most desirable sedans have gone to smooth freehand lines, the Stanzas are seemingly drawn with a plastic ruler. But the straight-edge styling does make the Stanza appear larger than its compact class dimensions. Indeed, Nissan calls the Stanza a mid-size car, and maybe they have a right to. Even though its 100-inch wheelbase is 7 inches shorter than the mid-size Honda Accord, the Stanza holds its own with interior volume that is almost the same. Stanzas not equipped with sunroofs actually have about an inch more front headroom than the competing Honda. The dash follows the theme started by the Nissan Maxima. Interior plastics fit well, but still don't have that rich, diffused luster found in some other Japanese cars. Gauges are handsome and easy to read, but they're not complete. Then again, neither are those in most BMWs. And the Stanza in some ways reminds us of a European car. Even on the top $15,575 GXE model, fabrics and styling are functional, not ornamental. Seat adjustments work simply and manually, and the steering column adjusts via an easy-to-reach but unmarked lever. Firm seat cushions, which include an adjustable support for the driver, also give the Stanza a Germanic flavor. Everything here, except for the speeding automatic seatbelt, makes sense. Elsewhere, convenience features show the car to be nothing less than Japanese. Controls for heating and ventilation are well marked and easy to use and read. The AM/FM stereo is located below, but still within easy reach. Most other buttons and switches are easy to find and use. We can only complain about the ones that are located close to the steering column, which are obscured from the driver's view. The driver can get a good view of the world outside with this optional power sunroof. The Stanza's power is transmitted through either a 5-speed manual or an electronically controlled 4-speed overdrive automatic. A console-mounted push button lets you choose between power and economy shift points. Left in automatic, it will choose shift points based on your driving. For riding, rear passengers will find similar headroom but less legroom than in comparable Toyotas or Hondas. If you're taller than 5'10", you probably won't be perfectly comfortable on long trips. Unfortunately, the seatback does not fold down. But trunk room is quite good, measuring 14 cubic feet. That's just a touch short of the number for a Honda Accord, and that room is more commendable when you consider the vehicle's modest length. Our only complaint is a high sill you'll have to haul luggage over. As for hauling down the road, the Stanza does very well. Our automatic-equipped test car went from 0 to 60 in 10 seconds. Though not record-breaking for its class, those are excellent numbers. But here's what stands out most about the Stanza engine. It seems to always have plenty of power in reserve after you've reached highway cruising speed, so passing is easy. Fuel economy is EPA rated at 21 city, 27 highway. We averaged 25 in normal driving. Interior sound test also produced a good number, 68 decibels at 60. For putting power to the ground in slippery conditions, the Stanza has a viscous limited slip differential, which is novel in sedans with front-wheel drive. We found the system useful as winter came early in the Northeast this year. For stopping, the Stanza GXE comes with 4-wheel disc brakes. Lesser versions of the car get a disc drum setup. Anti-lock brakes are also an option on the GXE. Our car didn't have them, but still stopped admirably. We managed to get our Stanza to the track long enough to get it through our slalom course, and we're glad we did. More than most other sedans of its size, the Stanza enjoys being tossed around. The steering and suspension both have a firm, almost performance car feel. The other side of that is a ride that's a little choppier and less compliant than some sedan buyers will like. The Stanza fails to have airbags. It does pass with shoulder belts for outboard rear seat passengers and available anti-lock brakes. Our list of Stanza hits begins with its power. We're also happy with the way it feels when tossed into a turn, more like a sports sedan than a family sedan. Low base price comes next. Finally, we appreciate the Stanza's roomy interior packaging for its size. As for Mrs., the Stanza's engine is a bit on the noisy side. We also dislike the placement of some dash controls. Then there's the matter of styling. A subjective matter to be sure, but the Stanza's boxy shape keeps it, at least in our minds, out of the rank in which it's supposed to compete. For comparison, the Honda Accord styling delivers a stronger presence and a look of quality. Its longer wheelbase means more rear leg room, but the Accord doesn't have the Stanza's sprightly cornering feel or affordability. The Toyota Camry also has more rear leg room. In addition, it offers an optional all-wheel drive system and a smooth V6 engine. Like the Accord, it lacks the Stanza's sporty feel. Its boxy styling contrasts that of the main competition, but that shouldn't be the Stanza's undoing. Its power, handling, and efficient interior make up for its conservative looks, and the whole Nissan Stanza package becomes a unique alternative in its class.